Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel after a really long time. I'm so excited to be somewhat back, but I'm also a little nervous and it feels a little awkward sitting in front of the camera and just, talking to the camera. I haven't done it in a while, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. I figured the first video that I wanted to upload is just a bit of a chit-chat, life update kind of thing, telling you what I've been up to, where I've been for the last couple months, and what I'm currently up to, and what my ideas and plans for the future are. The last video I uploaded, I believe, was the 2024 language goals video, where I essentially said that I was really stressed with uni, I was exhausted, and I really needed to focus on just uni and didn't have time to do other things. So that as a result, the only language I felt comfortable studying was Dutch, because Dutch is an amazing language, I love it. And to me, it's really easy because I'm a native German speaker. I don't really need to do a lot of activities to keep up with the language, to basically keep my level with the language. And so I figured it was just the best choice, right? At the time when I filmed the video and the few months after that, I was really stressed with uni. I was at a really low point because I was essentially supposed to be working on 2 projects. One of them was going really well, the other one I hadn't even started on, even though I had 6 months to start and I just didn't. And so when my professor asked me how that was going, I just dropped the project because I didn't have anything to show, right? So I decided to restart the project in the next semester, which meant that I would have to add another semester to graduate, which was a bit of a hard decision because I still don't enjoy my degree the most. I am still struggling a lot in this degree and I would rather it be done sooner than later, but at that point it was super unrealistic for me to finish in time. So I figured the best thing I can do for myself is just relieve some of that stress, by taking more time than what I'm supposed to. Then over the course of basically all spring, I decided to take care of myself, to finally schedule all the doctor's appointments that I had been pushing off for literally years. I decided to start building some better routines, some better habits, and really think about, what do I want? What do I want to do? I still haven't found an answer to that question, but at the same time, I feel like I'm in a better place now and I'm continuously getting better than where I was at the beginning of the year, which is obviously great news. Now, with that decision to extend my study by 1 semester and me getting better, I started to feel like, I could finally do other things other than just schoolwork again. I could finally return to the things that I would enjoy. And I thought I was gonna make videos again. That was back in March, but obviously I didn't. But over the course of, I wanna say April, I have started to be more interested in language learning again. I thought, maybe this is now a good time to start again, slowly ease myself into it. And then at the end of April, I heard of the Polyglot Gathering. It's not like that was the first time I had ever heard of that event, but it was the first time I ever realized that, it's pretty close. It was in Prague this year, and I can reasonably afford it, so I should probably just go. Which is what I did, after a lot of fighting with myself over if I should go or not go, because honestly, when I heard about it, I was excited to go, but I felt like a fraud. Eventually, I did make the decision to go, and it was probably the best decision I've made in the last couple of years, or at least one of them. The Polyglot Gathering for me symbolizes a kind of turning point in my life where I feel like for the last 2 years, because of the degree that I'm studying and the way I was learning, the way I was taught, I've just felt very incompetent a lot of the times. And it's not a good feeling to feel incompetent constantly. So then meeting all these people that were so welcoming and so non-judgmental and so encouraging, it felt like I was finally in a place where I belonged and where people were so accepting, no matter where you're from, no matter what languages you speak, no matter the level of languages that you speak. It was just amazing vibes there. And I'm so glad that I did end up going. I do want to talk about it in another video a bit more. But coming back from the event, I feel like I now have found that spark for language learning again, where I want to learn languages. I want to interact with people that learn languages, and I'm really excited to be a part of the process again and a part of the community. Now, I will say, as excited as I am to be back to learning languages, I do have to obviously still keep in mind that I still have to have my priorities set straight. And my priorities right now should be university. So I'm not gonna go out and learn all these different languages, but I'm just gonna slowly ease myself into it and see what is reasonable for me to do versus what do I have to push off into the future. And what I think that is gonna look like for me is that I will for now only be working on the languages that I already know and either try to keep them at the level that they are or just slightly improve them back to where they were before I went on this long language break. So that would be getting to a Japanese level that I'm happy with, finally learning to actually speak Dutch rather than just reading it, and just improving my Spanish a little bit. I don't need my Spanish to be amazing. I don't need to be perfectly accurate when it comes to grammar, but I would like to be at a level where I can hold a conversation, even if it sounds really bad, even if it's really simple, but just the fact that I could do it, that would be exciting. I'm not gonna start these things all at once because I know it would be quite overwhelming, but over the last couple of days I've started to listen to Japanese podcasts again. I've started to read a little bit here and there, and so I will just continuously add a little more here, a little more there, and see what is the reasonable maximum amount of language learning that I can do, how much that fluctuates. If I can't do something for a day, I won't be mad at myself, but I will just accept where I'm currently at, where I'm going, and just take it step by step. Just take it day by day and see where I get. One last thing I want to say is that I have a lot of video ideas that I would finally like to make, and I know I keep saying this and I'm not going to make any promises, but I would love, for example, to do an updated refold review, basically, where I reply to the comments that I've gotten under my refold videos, which honestly I love reading the comment section. There are so many great comments under there, and I love the discussions that are happening, and I'm so sorry for not having responded to any of them. I would love to make an updated link guide because I feel like there are things we need to talk about. There are a few Migaku things that have now started to come up that I think are really exciting that I would love to review as well. And then there is a lot of concepts that I think it would be great if there was an explanation online, but I just couldn't find it, so I'll be the one making it. And then obviously just my language journey, see how it goes, the process of falling in love with language learning again, the process of getting good at the languages that I'm speaking, and just doing whatever I want to do. Again, I'm not making any promises. There won't be a weekly upload schedule or anything, but I will be back to some degree, and I'm excited for it. I hope you're excited for it. I'll see you in the next video.